Geodetic surveying is different from plane surveying because OVA, a vast area is covered. B. The curvature of the Earth is considered. Undulations of the topography. The significant difference in elevations. The curvature of the Earth's surface is taken into account only if the extent of the survey is more than a 60 SQ kmb, 160 SQ kmc, 260 SQ kmd, 500 SQ km. The difference in the lengths of an arc and its subtended chord on the Earth's surface for a distance of 18.2 km is only a 5 cmb, 10 cmc, 15 cmd, 20 cm. Hydrographic surveys deal with the mapping OVA, large water bodies B, canal systems C, cloud movement. None of the above surveys that are carried out to depict mountains, rivers, water bodies, wooded areas, and other cultural details are known as a cadastral survey B, city survey C, topographical survey guide map survey. The survey which is carried out to determine absolute locations and the direction of any line on the surface of the Earth by making observations of heavenly bodies is called hydrographic survey, astronomical survey C, land surveyed. None of the above. Which of the following is the first principle of surveying? A. Whole to whole B. Part to part C. Part to hold. Whole to part. Undersurvey. Working from whole to part is done. To prevent the accumulation of errors B. To localize the errors. Both of the above, none of the above. If 2 points are already fixed, with respect to them, any number of points may be located by a 2 linear measurements B, a linear measurement C, 2 angular measurements D, any of the above. A cadastral map is a map having a small-scaled, medium-scalic, large-scaled, all of the above. The types of survey used to fix property lines, ESA, topographical, cadastralic, citied, astronomical. Surveys that are carried out to provide a national grid of control for the preparation of accurate maps of large areas are known as A. Plane surveys B, geodetic survey C, geographical surveys D, topographical surveys. Which one is the simplest survey? A. Chain survey B, compass survey C, plane table survey, leveling. A discrepancy is the difference between true value and error B, measured value and actual values, 2 measured values of the same quantity, none of the above. A scale representing either 3 units or only 1 unit and its fractions up to the second place of the decimal point ISA, diagonal scale, comparative scalic, simple verniered, shrunk scale. A plane scale is used to riata, 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, 3 dimensioned, all of these. If the imperate smallest division of a vernier is longer than the smallest division of its primary scale, the vernier is known as A. Direct vernier B, double vernier, dimple verniered, retrograde, vernier. If S is the value of one smallest division on the main scale, V is the value of the smallest division on the vernier, and N is the number of divisions on the vernier, then the least count is given by a SNB, SN1C, S plus 1, IS end, C1SN. In the case of a direct vernier scalea, graduations increase. In the opposite direction in which graduations of the main scale increase, the smallest division is longer than the smallest division of the main scalic. Graduations increase in the same direction in which graduations of the main scale increased. None of these. The design of scale commended by IS 1491-1959 A2 CEP, A2 DC, A2 ED, A2 F. The scale used to measure and to set out the angles ISA diagonal scale B comparative scale X vernier scaled scale of chords. Find the R. F of LCM AX 5 May, 1 Dr. 5B, 1 bar 50 C, 1 bar 500, 1 part 5000 Bachers. The most probable value of an observed quantity available from a given set of observations is the one for which the sum of the square of errors is a minimum. This statement is called a principle of least square B law of errors, principle of square errors D, none of the above. The types of error that are of a cumulative nature and can be corrected are known as A. Permissible error B, residual error C, expected error, systematic error. The difference between the most probable value of a quantity and its observed value is A. Conditional error, true error, safe error, residual error. The maximum allowable limit by which a measurement may vary from the true value is known as A. Permissible error, residual error, expected error, systematic error, compensating errors in chaining or other surveys area, proportional to the length of the line B, proportional to the square root of the length of the line, inversely proportional to the square root of the length of the line, inversely proportional to the length of the line. The theory of probability is applied to cumulative errors B, compensative errors, accidental errors. None of the above, if n observations are taken, the accidental errors are proportional to A, PB N2C VND, 1 dW, and the difference between the sum of the angles of a spherical triangle on the Earth's surface and the angles of the corresponding plane triangles for every 195. 5 square kilometers of area is only a 1 second B, 5 second C, 10 second, 15 second SO.